Has a decent army, 1-1 upgrades. NeMu is a little bit behind on upgrades, not sure why. And more expanding, I'm sorry, HoRRoR expanding again. That's quite a few expansions for a turn to have at this point in the game. He isn't trying to be aggressive though, even though he probably could just straight off take this base off. Now we'll see what happens. They have pretty similar armies. It would depend on the positioning of the Zerg, the flanks and whatever. But I really feel like he shouldn't commit to an attack and just stop the turn from killing any of his expansions until the Defiler comes. Because obviously when you have the Defiler you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want to Zerg. Now HoRRoR has his first vessel out, so he'll probably be going for a push quite soon. I feel like he's just doing nothing for a little bit too long time. Looks like he's gonna go for a push and at the same time send a little bit of an army to take out this expansion. NeMu has a pretty big army. If he flanks correctly, he could win a battle. And HoRRoR left his tanks behind. Not a very good idea. They just got taken out. And he didn't lose too many lurkers. Well, he did kill a few M&M. So that was a pretty good exchange for NeMu, and at the same time he bought quite a bit of time for his defilers. He is sitting at 4 gas right now. He could take this one and this one very easily also. So he just needs to defend or kill this army with swarm, and he will be in a brilliant position to expand more and pretty much switch to Ultralisks and take the game. We'll see what happens. Consume isn't finished. He needs to wait for it before he can engage. Only one defiler. Oh, there's a second one. 2 are pretty much enough, as HoRRoR is wasting his cans on his radiates, excuse me, on lurkers. So yeah, there's the defilers. Come on, swarm. Okay, decent swarm. Yeah, I killed quite a few marines there. Pretty good. Now he'll swarm again and get those tanks. Okay, that's very good for NeMu. Moro made it. Why do I keep saying Moro? Oh my god. This kid is in my head. HoRRoR made this expansion quite a while ago, but hasn't mined from it yet. And I know I should pay a little bit of respect to him, but just look at these minerals. How can he say he's a macro player? I mean, I'm sorry, but... So, we see that NeMu is expanding. Once, he could take this one too, very, very easily. And he is switching to Ultralisks, so as far as he can hold with swarms long enough, he will win the game. And I may have missed a little bit of action while I was ranting about HoRRoR's macro, but anyway. those scourges really should take out the vessels. They really should have. Even though NeMu has been doing a not so good job with his scourge, the vessels aren't too high in numbers yet, so it's not too bad. NeMu should have a little bit of a lurker army right now, because defending with lurkers and swarm in small numbers is a lot more easier than ultras and swarm. He really needs to have quite a few more units right now, I feel. I mean, he's keeping his money low, he has a lot of expansions, but I don't know, his army just doesn't seem to be that big. At least as big as it should be. And he really should take care of these vessels. That was probably the first vessel that fell in the game. And GG. I'm rather confused. That was quite a bit of an obnoxious game. Anyway, HoRRoR is up 1-0. Let's move on to game 2.